Just wanted to introduce few more things other than these queries, because sometimes it is essentially required to have a wall having different control points, a curve which can be adjusted with the help of the adaptive point. So there's I have created one generic model. If you see, this is a 4-point based generic model. It can have multiple points, maybe more points, maybe less points, but more than 3 I was trying to make it. So what is this? We have got 4 adaptive points in this generic model, face-based family. So we have to just place 1, 2, 3, and 4 points as per our layout or whatever we have with us. And this is what we have. So not only we can adjust any individual point, the position of the point in all 3 directions, but also I have given some parameters, h1, h2, h3, h4. You can see the height, the respective height at each point. If you see, h1 is now set to 6 meter. If I make it 1 meter, you can see it will be lower, and then you can make it 5 meter to make it a little more, and then again 2500, the third one, and the fourth one maybe even more higher. So now once we have this face, we can convert wall by face. We can take wall by face command and pick the wall, pick the face, and then wall is ready. Also, we can see that once the wall is been created by picking the face, and if we make some changes in the adaptive face which we have, so the wall face will be adjusted. Thus, similarly as we do in case of the massing, if there is a change in the wall face, maybe in the height also, there's a change, for example, and then height has to be, for example, 2500. And then the first one again, let's make it 5 meter. So it's like that. Just select the wall and update to face. So it will be again. So this is one thing I just wanted to explain. I just want, do you want me to explain that how this adaptive family is made? Do you want to learn this? Because this is not among your questions, but still I just wanted to include this.
They want to know how you made the family.
Sure. So this is one family. I am going to create another family, maybe having 5 points. Okay. For this, what we will do, we will go just create a new family, and the template we will take the generic model adaptive. This one. Okay. This is the family we are creating. So, for example, we need 5 placement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe like this. Wherever we want, we can place them. Once the points are placed, we will just select them and make them adaptive first. Okay. So the order, we can say the order of placement is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is always clockwise. It is always good to have the point in position in a proper sequence. Okay. So this is first thing. And now you see we will put some points there. But for point, we'll make sure to put it on the work plane. And for the work plane, we will pick this work plane only. This is the work plane. And then we are going to put a point here. Once the point is placed, you can just select this point. And here in the properties, you see there is a offset. Either you put direct some value there, or maybe you can put some offset parameter there. So now I'm just dragging it like this. You can also drag it. So here you can see some value there. If I put some different value, 4500, so it will go down. So better I'm going to put a parameter here. Or let us just put all the points first, and then at the end we will put some parameters. Okay. Similarly, the same process will be repeated for all 5 points. Take the point, draw it on the work plane. Work plane is already been set here. Then move it. Then again take a point, draw it on the work plane here. Put it again. Some glitch was there. Yeah, again, let us take the point, reference point, draw it on the work plane. And then it's here. Let me just have some value. 3 points. It's little repetition of the steps. 4. Then we can drag it quickly. Similarly here. Okay, so these are the 5 points I have created. Here I'm going to put a parameter. Take it as 1 instance. Okay, okay. Make it, you can give any name. I'm going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal, the same as the adaptive points name. This is the adaptive point 2. On top of it, we have got a parameter of height, which is 2. And then here again, we'll put a new parameter. It should be an instance. Purposely, I'm making it instance so that we can have different wall for different profile, different faces. Again, let's make it 4. And then again, last, it will be our 5. Okay, so shall I repeat the process? First, I put 5 points and make them adaptive to have the sequence. And then against every adaptive points, I put another point to make and give some height to every point. Okay, now every adaptive point have a point on top of it, some height, variable height. Now we will pick them one by one and then make it, connect it with a line. Okay, let's make it spline, and then is a reference line, just to make it as a reference line. Okay, we'll have to select these two and then click on a spline and then check is a reference line. 3, click on a spline. So once we click on a spline, it will select 2 points which are in selection. If we do it again, spline, and it is a reference line. Yeah, it's done for all 5 points. Now what we can do, we can select them in sequence. 1, press Ctrl, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can click on create form. We can see an abrupt points being created. Maybe we can, if we can put them little away from each other, let us put them little away so that it will give us a proper surface. Again, like this. If not, if we not select them sequentially, then see what will happen. I'm just selecting all of them and then making a form. No matter how it is coming, but the first point will be this, and then second point, third, fourth, and fifth. I'm going to save it with some name. adaptive 5 points wall face.
Kashyap,
Yes,
Kashyap, I have a question.
yeah.
It went from 1 to 5 and 5 to 2, then to 2 to 3 and 3 to 4.
Yeah, I will just load it in the project and then see what it will what it is doing for us, because it should come
Okay.
first, then second, because it will take the order I have done it, because after first it should be
Yeah,
second. Let me just place it in the
yeah.
project and then we will see. Okay, I'm just loading it.
Okay.
So now we have it. Either we can place it on work plane or we can place it on a face. I'm going to place it on a work plane. First, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. Yeah, there's a problem in the selection only. So it is actually taking the first and then fifth. So I'm going back again in the family. First, and then second, and then third, then fourth, and then fifth. This is the sequence. I don't know why. Okay.
I think work plane.
Maybe because for the first two I have just taken the work plane, but for the other I have not taken. Let me place them like this in this sequence. Okay. And now I'm going to select them. I have to filter adaptive points and the reference points only. And okay. Just select them one by one only. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Create form. Yeah, it's nice. Fine. Now I'm going to reload in the project. Yes, it is updated. And then let me get rid of it. And then again, let's take it from the component. It will be nice to see in the site plan if I put it from the top. It will also show us the points. Also, let us just check what is the work plane is being set. It's been set to level 0, okay? Because I'm drawing this face in the work plane only. First point, second point, third point, fourth point, and the fifth point, okay? And then let's have a look in the 3D. Okay, not the 3D, this is here. This is the 3D. So there is some issue with the alignment because I have moved the points manually. Okay. So this is giving us some weird, yeah.
And change the height.
The height also I will change.
That's it properly.
Yeah. Let me repeat the process, no problem. It will not take much of the time. I will we'll start them one by one. I'm just going to put this little away, and then this was actually put exactly on the reference plane, so it was not allowing me to move it here or there. So I'll make it a little fast. So I need not to repeat all the process, just you understand what am I doing. So I need not to narrate that what am I doing. Just need to check what's the work plane. to the work plane. Yeah, this is been set to here. Okay. Or better, I will take this as this one because all the points are level 0. Also, there's a problem in the work plane. 1 second, I'm just need to connect the charger. 1 second. Yeah, it's done. So just wanted to check whether any adaptive point have any elevation. Yes, this is somehow displaced. Just to bring it back. This was the actually problem because all of the points are not having the correct level. Okay, now all of them are on the 0, 0 level. Can you see it? All the adaptive points are on the 0, 0 level now. Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
The point is manually moved down, or it is, how do we know that it's on the work plane?
Just I just drag them.
Okay.
Like this without picking the axis. I'm just dragging them. Okay, if I pick this Z axis, so it will take the point upward or downward. Can you see it? And now it is giving me a tracking to align with the reference. Can you see it? I'm putting it down. So it is highlighting the level. So now it has been set to the point. Okay, this is the first thing. All 5 points have been made adaptive. I'm just going to put the reference point here, 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 and every adaptive point is now having a 1 point. Let me select the point and give it some value. 1. I'm giving just a parameter 2. And then 3. Selecting the point again. 4 and then 5. Okay, so now all the points have the height parameter. We can just change the value here and then see what is doing. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, and then 5000. Can you see the points have moved? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we'll do it one by one again. Selecting these 2 points, clicking on the spline, and then make it as a reference. Same thing again. Make it as a reference. This one, making as a reference. Again, this one as a reference. Yeah, all of them are ready. So now we will select these reference lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now create a form. Okay, I'm going to load it again in the project. Just delete this, take it from the component. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Reference plane.
Hmm?
Reference plane.
Still, there's a problem, I think. One thing I am missing somewhere because this is not good. Let me check the other family which I have created. What is being done there? Open this. This is also done the same way. This is having the reference, and then if I select this, can I move this? Yes, it is movable. It is also movable there. Okay. There should be some problem. Let me open a fresh project and then load it. Maybe some problem once I load it. New project. This is the 5 page only, and then if I change it manually, what is changing? All of them are changeable. Okay, this is the problem, because this is not moving along with this. Okay. So what is the problem? Let me tell you. Sorry to repeat the whole process again. There's one problem. Once I put the points, every individual point need to be placed by taking the work plane as their adaptive points. So I miss that process because I take the reference plane, this level 00 as a reference point. And then in that case, these points are not actually locked with this adaptive points. If I move this adaptive point, you see the point above is not following the point below. Okay. Can you see this? It is not following. This is the problem actually. So I'm sorry about that, but let me repeat the process. But this time I will do it for 3 points only, not for the 5 points, because it will take some lesser time. Is that okay?
Yeah, it is good. At least we know the problems, no?
Yeah. Actually, that's the problem, and it's good. I did a mistake, so that we could have explore it. Family. The family template has to be generic model adaptive. Yeah. Just take 3 points, not more than that. 3 points. First of all, we'll have to make them adaptive. 1, 2, 3. And then again, when I'm taking the points, so I'll have to make sure that I am selecting this work plane and then putting the point here. Okay. So now if I give some value, maybe 5,000. Okay. And then again, when I take the reference, drawing on the reference plane, select the work plane, this point, and then put the point here. Now give some value, millimeters. Repeat the process. Here. Okay. Give some value. Done. Step 2 is done. And then selecting these two, and then have this as a reference line. This is the step 3. Have this as line and then make it as a reference. So these are the 3 steps. First one, having the 3 points, make them adaptive. Second is taking the reference point by selecting their respective adaptive points as a work plane. Okay. And then again join them as a reference line with a spline. Now just select this, and this. Create a form. Now let us just check. Let's displace this maybe a little away, and then make this form again. Yeah, it is fine. If I check it by moving this here and there, you see the point above is following the point below. Can you see it? In the previous family, it was not doable actually. So it should be checked that whether the point above is following the point below or not. It should follow. Now it is working fine. Okay, and this is family 6. I'm going to load this as it is without saving it in the project, and then see here in 3D only. I'm putting it on the work plane 1, 2, and 3. You see, this has been placed, and now you can just select and press tab key to adjust this X, Y, or Z positions. Okay. Also, you can change the height from the parameters. Okay, I have just put the values directly. I did not created the parameter for the heights. You remember?
Yeah.
If I select this again and then see, there is no parameter. If I'm putting 1, 1, or let's just make it 1. And then make it 2. This is just if we want to have the flexibility to change the height. So we can have the parameter or we can leave it the way it is. 3. Done. And then load into the project again.
Bottom point can be different.
Yeah, if you see, we have 3 parameters. We can see 1500 is the first point. Second point, we want to have more. So let's make it 8 meters. And then the third point, we can make it again 2500. So it is like this. This is a face, not a solid. So now we are done with the face creation. We can just go ahead, take the wall by face command, and then select the face. You see, wall is done. Okay. And then if we want
Bottom
to,
point, I can change.
yeah,
Base will be only one level, or it can be moved up or down.
the base one,
Yeah.
because I have not put any parameter in the point. However, you can place it. You can drag it manually. Can you see it? The base point has been changed. But by doing this, because I have not put any parameter at the base, so it is actually tilting the geometry. So that is why it is not done. It is purposely done to make the base as flat. However, the top point is following the base point. If I'm doing any changes in the face shape now by the face handles, by selecting and press the tab key, you can see you can change the shape. Here or there you can move. So there are certain changes being made. Maybe, for example, if I'm changing the value to make it 5 meter, and then let's make it higher on the left side and little higher on the right side as well. So there is a change in the shape. You can just pick the wall and then update to face. It will be updated. So it's better, or for example, if you have somehow you have deleted the face, just select this and the filter. We have that in generic model category. If it has been deleted, so now you will lose that flexibility to update the face as well. Because if you want to make some more changes, you cannot. Is that clear? Do you find it interesting and useful?
It's useful. Yeah.
If you put more points, Kashif,
Sorry?
is it good if you put more points in the model, the family,
Okay.
more points? So is it good to give the flexibility in the project, or it has to be lesser points?
It depends on the geometry which we are creating. Maybe, for example, if we have an arc, and then that arc is start, end, and center arc, 3-point base. So better to make it a 3-point. But if there is a shape which is having different curvatures, maybe having a complex geometry, then as per our requirement, we have to create increase more points. because more points you have in an adaptive family. I will show you one more example for the roof dome, which we were saving in your question PDF. So in that dome, I created an adaptive family having multiple points, maybe 20, 25 points. So it is time taking, because once you are placing that family, you have to click 25 times if you have 25 points. So, but if it is the requirement, and so you don't have a choice, you have to do it the way it is allowed.
Kashif, show me our photo, what we are sending.
Okay.
Kashif, one more question here. If we have a sharp edge and a curved continuous curve, is it possible to make it in this? One sharp right corner and a curve. Instead of curve, there is a sharp edge and a curve.
Yeah, in that case, you need not to make it a spline. You have to make it a, for example, if you want me to do it something like this, let me draw something. Maybe with the help of detail line. We want a line like this, and then a curve having some points like this. Is it what you are referring?
Yeah. Something like this.
Yeah, it can also be seen, but in that case, it will be a different approach then, because in any case, it cannot be a curve or a spline. It has to be a straight line, and then you can go ahead with this spline with having different points. So that you have to do exercise. If it is not done, you can come back in the next session. We will explore that definitely, but it is doable. It can be done.